Harley race in action. And may I just say, we don't have time to thank our crew individually, but they did a great job. Till next week, Gordon Soley saying so long.
Thanks for watching Georgia Championship Wrestling. The announcers on this program were employed by Georgia Championship Wrestling Incorporated. Join us next time for more action and excitement. The top wrestlers in the world today on Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Very much, and welcome to another hour of Georgia Championship Wrestling. Of course, as we told you last week, the Freebirds are scheduled to wrestle today against Kevin Sullivan and Austin Idol. That challenge was made, and I assume that the Freebirds are going to accept that challenge. Also, as you know, of course, we've had eminent. They, of course, are the ones who are scheduled to wrestle against Kevin Sullivan and Austin Idol.
The song, the music, the Fantasia has entered the building. Gordon Soley, you must be delirious today. For some reason, I don't know why you or the people out here in Georgia Championship Wrestling or the people across the country think for 1 minute that we're going to disgrace and embarrass ourselves by coming out here and wrestling Austin Idol or Austin Ivan, whatever his name, and the little punk that we annihilated a couple weeks ago, why he wasn't here last week on television. Now look, wait a minute. We've got a contract, am I right? Has more class, is tougher, and has more caliber than any Austin Idol or Kevin Sullivan could ever muster up to wrestle the Fabulous Freebirds.
Well, I'm sure that you could get that contract vacated. And
what? We don't break. Listen, do you know why we have integrity? Why we have respect all over the country is because we keep in our contractual agreements, so we're not breaking nothing for Kevin Sullivan or Austin Idol. Now, Sullivan, he must be a little bit insane after what we did to him last time for what? Hey, what's this?
Oh, you guys come to wrestle me. Last week you said you wrestle me and Idol. Come on. To stoop low enough to take this man as my partner, they better stick up to their word.
Well, they said they're not going to. They claim they have another team, but I don't know. It certainly appears to me that there's something.
Hey, wait a second, Gordon. Last week here on TV, they promised the people they signed a contract to wrestle me and Idol. I want them to wrestle me and Idol. This is the whole thing. You know, the Freebirds, they've been running and they've been cowards. I don't know what their act is, if they're afraid or what it's going to be. They did injure me, but I got more stitches at a family reunion, brother. They talked about putting 6 stitches in my head. That's a little, I mean, like I said before, this man, I've stooped to take him as my partner. Well, I want to get it on and get it over with right now.
Well, apparently they don't want to, and, well, here's an important word. It's an all-star wrestling. Or if they're going to try and, if you will, skirt the issue.
Hey, just wait a minute. Listen, we aren't scared to wrestle Austin Idol or anything, or Kevin Sullivan. Austin Idol is nothing but a cheap imitation of the Fabulous Freebirds. He wishes he was one. He is not the most beautiful, sexiest man in wrestling. I am. These are the greatest wrestlers in wrestling. Kevin Sullivan will wrestle you and another partner, but Austin Idol can forget it because he doesn't deserve the privilege to get in the ring with the Fabulous Freebirds, and that's all.
Well, that's interesting. We'll find out more about that later on. Talking about finding out about things, let's take a look right now at things around the great state of Georgia and around the nation. To put Finley back to the canvas once again.
You know, Gordon Soley, since we've come here, the ratings of this show have just increased and increased. I mean, more people are watching us than anything. More people are watching us than Charlie's Angels, than Vegas. More people are than Luke and Laura on General Hospital. I mean, we are the talk of the country. Freebirds Fantasia is sweeping the country, and Idol Mania is nothing but a bunch of goofs such as the lead ring himself, Austin Idol. We're monopolizing wrestling, then our country will have. Whoa! Did you see that, Gordon?
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He had him for the pin, but Michael went over there and said, pull him up. Don't pin him. They bring him up again. Full body slam. Terry off the ropes. Catches Turner again. And he's telling him again not to pin him. And it is Michael delivering all sorts of directives there. Turner brought up. High vertical suplex. of three. A count of three, and it is all over for Marvin Turner and Gerald Pitt. Wait a minute. Kevin Sullivan in there against all of them at one time. And it is Kevin. And now, wait a second. Austin Idol has just charged the ring along with Kevin Sullivan. Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan. And the Freebirds are leaving. The Freebirds have thought better of it and have left the area. And so, a good thing for...
Let's get this thing straight right now. Get this camera over me right now. You know, I heard about these Freebirds. Well, they're nothing but jailbirds. And this one who wears his makeup out here and puts his rouge on and wears long garters, talking about he is the sex symbol and he is this and he is that. Well, darling, there's an old saying and it fits this situation perfectly. Austin Idol is often imitated but never duplicated. You remember that, jailbirds.
Gordon Soley, let me tell you what. This is what's been happening all around the state of Georgia and every place else. The Freebirds are trying to destroy people, trying to maim them, and trying to make a name for themselves. Well, boys, let me tell you, Idol and I have shared a lot of things together, and that's blood. So when we get you boys, you're going to see something run. And it's going to be your backside because you're yellow and you can't do it on your own. I know what this man can do and what this man can stoop to. And if I had to pick a partner that can get more devious than you guys can, this man can do it because I know him better than anybody in the world.
Well, of course, on Friday, November 14th, you'll have a chance to go against them for the Georgia Heavyweight Championship. That contract has been signed.
Right here, Nate, in the Omni, the birds will fly. I guarantee it, the Freebirds will fly. The jailbirds. And when I see them in the Omni Friday night, and when I hear everybody screaming, jailbird, 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 we will see who the greatest tag team in the country is today. Give it to me, Sullivan.
It'll be Friday, November 14th at the Omni. They are again on the scene.
Just a second, of course, we're on the scene. What's happening? Did you see what happened? Did you see us get attacked from behind? I've been around longer than these boys, and I never seen anything so ridiculous in my life. Let me tell you something, Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan. Let me tell you, you did not impress us at all. You just made us mad, baby. Hey, Gordon Soley, what they did only substantiates what I said to begin with. That Austin Idol talking about imitated and duplicated, he's nothing but a little packet of Kool-Aid as far as I'm concerned. He is nothing compared to us, me, or any of the Freebirds, and he does not have the class or the integrity to get in the ring with us because like a low-down dog he is, he jumped in and jumped us from behind, Gordon Soley.
Well, there was needless abuse of that competitor. You already had him beat. You've been encouraging your men. I think, frankly...
Hey, look, a lot of people have been getting hurt by the fabulous Freebirds in here, and I said it before. If you don't want to get hurt, don't sign a contract to get in there. If you're not a man like we are, the kind of men that we are, then don't step in there. And I got one other thing to say. These people out here at Austin Idol had the audacity to call us jailbirds. We are upstanding citizens. We have never, ever been in jail. We are an upgrade to the community, and I appall the mere fact that you would approve and condone something so ridiculous as such.
I hardly have the right to try and control the emotions or the feelings of the fans who are here today.
Control, you're urging it on, Gordon Soley. Don't sit out here and lie.
I beg to differ with you. Let's get right down to the basics of things. You have signed a contract. The Freebirds putting the Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line November 14th against Kevin Sullivan and Austin.
Gordon Soley, wait just a second. Please shut up. You get on my nerves sometimes, man. All I want to say is this. You know Kevin Sullivan and what's this geek's name, this bleach blonde Austin Idol? They come out here running their mouth, baby. They call us names. Let me tell you something. You ain't got no right calling us names, boy. And you're going to pay for it right here in Albany. If you don't pay for it in Marietta tomorrow night, baby, we're going to get your hide, you can.
Let's turn it to our ring announcer. Thank you. Thank you so very much, and welcome to another hour of Georgia Championship Wrestling. As you heard, of course, we have a lot of great action upcoming during this next hour. Kevin Sullivan has joined me at the ringside here.
Well, Gordon, you know, the Dolly sisters, the three Dolly sisters, chickened out because they didn't want to have anything to do with Idol and myself, to wrestle Idol and myself on TV, and they said they didn't want us to be embarrassed. What it was they didn't want to be embarrassed. But They went around saying they hurt me and they were going to embarrass me. Well, I'm going to say something, boys. There's a contract right here, and I want to wrestle them here today on TV, and I'm going to give them an advantage. They don't want to wrestle Idol? Okay, there'll be no Idol. I'm going to let them fill in my partner. That's how confident I am that I can whip those boys.
Wait a minute, now, you mean you're going to let them choose whoever your partner is going to be?
When it gets to this much, you know, they've backed away. They said they were going to stick to the words that they're going to wrestle Idol and myself. All of a sudden, they don't want to wrestle Idol and myself. Looks like there's no other way I'm going to ring on TV because I'm going to embarrass them here. They can bring me a partner. Anybody, it doesn't matter because I'm confident I can kick the 3 Dolly sisters and I can beat them.
Well, indeed. So Kevin Sullivan allowing the Freebirds, and I have the contract, so I would assume that they will come out and respond to this very, very shortly. We have Mr. Skiznik of the Freebirds, and that means that, of course...
Wait just a minute. Wait just a second, all right? Is my ears deceiving me, man? Did I really hear what I heard when I was sitting back in the monitor to Kevin Sullivan out here? You mean this man, he wants to get out here and he wants to challenge us right here on TV, man, and let us pick the partner?
That's right. In fact, I have the contract right here.
Hey, it's obvious that this Kevin Sullivan, what few brains he did have, we knocked him right out his ear. Hey, wait a minute. Let me see this. Let me see the contract, Sully, because I know you and the kind of shenanigans. Let's see. The NWA here signs this contract. Freebirds, television match, Kevin Sullivan. Opponent to be named. The referee to be signed by Georgia Championship Wrestling, governed by Georgia Championship. Well, that's the same contract we always sign. Well, let us think it over, okay? We're going to look it over. If Kevin Sullivan wants to get embarrassed and humiliated right here, and that's just what you're going to get, boy, a present from Freebird Fantasia. Well, just let us, dwell it over.
Dwell it over. I'll try and understand that later. He wants to dwell it over. I never have heard anything phrased quite that way before. We have Steve O coming.
Now, first of all, right here, we've signed the contract. Austin Idol is nowhere in this contract. As you can see, the opponent that we are going to name, and first of all, I want to tell you there's a few changes. We're not going to wrestle him here today because all you people across the country, you millions of fans that need the opportunity to watch the fabulous Freebirds on national TV humiliate and annihilate Kevin Sullivan because he's a no-good hoodlum who steals hubcaps. So I want you to tell everybody, get your daddy out of the field, you get your brother and sister out on the fields playing with the lambs and the sheep. I want everybody out here next week. TV will be on 1 hour early, 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 Central, and that'll be the end of Kevin Sullivan. Now, your partner shall be Mike Davis, boy, and you better, and not only that, listen to this, an added thing, a gift from our hearts. We are also going to put up the Georgia Tag Team Championship right here. That's right. We'll put up the belts, the national tag team titles right here next week, 5 o'clock Eastern, 1 hour earlier. Don't miss it because we're going to show this punk just what he's worth because I personally don't...
Well, indeed, a situation here. Wait a minute, here comes Kevin Sullivan.
Next week.
Hey, Sissy, can I look at this for a second? Let me ask you one thing. You've given me Mike Davis as a partner, right?
Right.
Next week for sure.
1 hour earlier.
Next week for sure.
That's right.
And you...
Put up the Georgia title.
You know, you jailbirds are really more stupid. You're a lot stupider than I thought. Because you're going to put up the belts next week?
We're going to give you every chance to show yourself and humiliate you right here, boy.
Well, let me just read this last thing. It says, the referee to be Georgia Championship Wrestling, right?
Well, what? All he's going to do is count your shoulders down. I mean, hey, he can read.
Well,
he can read.
Well, there is a special referee, and he's going to be here right now. He'll be coming in a minute. I got a special referee.
Of everything that's going to happen to you next. What's going on? Hey, wait a minute! Austin Idol! Wait, Austin Idol! Hey, no way!
What about that, gentlemen? Wow!
I will be the referee in this match right here, darling. I guarantee you that when you hear the whistle blow, that means Austin Idol will make sure that law and order will be kept in that ring. And if either one of these imitations, either one of the Dolly sisters, either one of the Jailbirds, try anything. Try anything. Austin Idol will be there, and I guarantee you, everybody has seen what the Idol has done in the past. I've beaten men, I've broken men's legs, I've whipped them with belts. I have done it all in Georgia, created more excitement in the state of Georgia and on this national television than any other athlete that has ever come here. And guaranteed, Freebirds, I've got your number right now. Sullivan, it's all up to you now, darling.
You won't be able to wrestle against him. You will be the special referee. However, on the 14th at the Omni in Atlanta.
You know, I heard that they're out here fits, and they're saying there's not a man big enough or bad enough around here to knock them off them. Well, I can knock the Pink off the Pink Panther, and Friday night, the 14th in the Omni, we will see who the biggest, the baddest, the prettiest, the sexiest, and the meanest in Georgia is.
Sullivan and Mike Douglas.